Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather week ahead, and it's going to be a hot week as we have seen temperatures climb into the mid to upper 90s here this afternoon, and likely we'll see much of the same here for the foreseeable future with little, if any, as far as rain. You can see the sunshine as we take a peek in on the camera in Coshada. Pick this camera because you can kind of see a little bit of haze here. That haze being caused by, of all things, Saharan dust, something that you may have heard about. And it looks like we actually could see the dust increase here. Here's a loop from Futurecast. You can see the darker browns here indicating the thicker areas of dust, which could work their way into the Arctic during the middle part of the work week. We should see that move out of the area by the weekend if models are correct. But you can see we do have plenty more of that dust off in the Atlantic and Caribbean, which could arrive next week. This is something that we often see here across the Arctic, and the good news about the dust is that it can help to basically inhibit tropical development somewhat, but obviously this time in the season that impact is not as much, since we typically don't see the frequency of tropical systems. Meantime, what we're going to be looking at here at home is upper level high pressure, and it's going to stay put here. The center of this upper level ridge is now pretty much just to the north and east of the Arctic. It is going to kind of meander here across the middle of the country in the coming days, keeping us dry, keeping us hot. Here's a quick look at Robin's Toyota Futurecast, and you can see that as we go through the next couple of days, we're going to be looking at a clear sky across the area tonight. As we go through tomorrow, might begin tomorrow with a few clouds in the morning. Otherwise, expect plenty of sunshine with the south to southwesterly wind as we go through the day tomorrow, mixing in with just a few clouds. As we go through tomorrow night, we'll see that mostly clear sky with maybe a few late night low clouds. Those will give way to lots of sunshine once again for Wednesday. Longer range, we're not really going to see much of a change in the weather pattern here, as that upper level ridge again is going to kind of meander across the southeastern sections of the country by the middle of the week, and we might take a degree or two off of our highs, basically mid 90s through the middle part of the work week. But as the center of this ridge becomes established again over the plains just to the north of the Arctic late this week, we might see a little disturbance sneak in on the bottom side of its circulation, and it may squeeze out a shower or two over the southern half of the area Friday night, and maybe Saturday. And you can see that ridge kind of sitting very close to us heading into the first part of next week. And we actually could close the 10-day period with some of the hottest temperatures, highs maybe soaring back up into the upper 90s as we go into next week. And really, there's no end in sight as to when this the influence of this upper level ridge could decrease here across our area. So your forecast looks like this for tonight. We're going to be looking at a clear to partly cloudy sky. Will be warm and muggy. Look for a low temperature in the middle 70s, 75 in Texarkana, 76 in Shreveport, 74 degrees in Marshall. Tomorrow we will see a partly cloudy, hot and humid day. Highs will mainly be in the middle 90s, right around 96 in Shreveport, 94 in Texarkana, 95 for the daytime high tomorrow in Marshall. Keep in mind, normal highs this time of year in the lower 90s, so temperatures a good 5 degrees above normal, and we will stay in the mid 90s for the next several days, warming up a bit heading into next week with highs climbing into the upper 90s. Overnight lows will likely stay in the mid to, at times, upper 70s, and not much as far as rain, maybe a slight chance as we look ahead to Friday and Saturday, with perhaps the best rainfall chances over the southern sections of the area. And if you get some rain, it's not going to be much. Totals over pretty much all of the Arctic will be below a quarter of an inch from now through most of next week. So the heat and humidity will stick around. The Saharan dust actually could increase heading into the middle of the week with not much as far as rain until maybe a slight chance to close the work week and begin the weekend.